Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're still working on the Bronco. We're going to do some frame work today. Hopefully we're going to get the frame taken care of today, actually. I got a jump started on it since the last time you saw it. I wasn't sure this was going to work, so I tried it first, and it worked great. So what I did was, I just measured the angle on the floor pan with this, and come up with that. And then I just set the plastic right here. And then just came in and just cut it with the razor saw real carefully until it cut through, and cleaned it up, and did that twice, and that's going to be the front of the frame. Now I cut them really long because I wasn't sure, because I'm not sure where I'm going to stop it at. I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work or not. And if it doesn't, I can just cut them off with a regular frame, glue the bumper on the way I want it to be. So, okay, let me explain this. So my dad had a Blazer. He had a 73 Chevy Blazer, and they had put a snowplow on it. And they took where the frame was at, and they welded a couple of plates to it, about yay long. And then they built where the ram was set and where the lights were. But then they drilled on the edge of the plates exactly the same spot that was on the frame. They put the bumper brackets back on it, so it had the factory front bumper on it, but it stuck way out. It just stuck farther out, and I always thought that was kind of cool. So I was thinking of doing that with this, but put a winch right here. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Like I said, if it doesn't work, I can always just come back, cut them off right there and there, and just glue the bumper on where it goes. Done and done. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that right now. We're gonna have a lot more to go before we get to that. So the first thing we're gonna have to do here is glue the frame rails together, because I want this to be boxed in. Okay. Make sure that's right. Because we're going to have to cut this section out, which I was always planning on doing, so. Okay, that looks really good. So what's going to happen is, we're going to have this fit in here like so, like I've already shown. And then these arms that come up off of the front frame rail are going to cut into here. And then on the back, it's just going to actually come back up under, and then I'm going to run another rail across here, which is going to mount the whole back together. And then these rails that come up they're going to come up. Plan is, they're going to come back, and I want them tall enough that they'll fit over the transfer case, which actually looks like it might already do, because I wanted all that to be kind of underneath the frame. The idea being like the rock bouncers, where they have like the the sides, and then it drops way down, and then you have the frame rails and all the suspension components mount, and everything's kind of protected. I kind of wanted to do something similar to that, but we'll see. I'm pretty far away from that, to be honest, so I'm just trying to line stuff up and see where we're at. We'll just cut those at 1 inch. My chopper. The chopper. I know. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Works amazing though. Love it. Okay, so let me put this back here. So before I'm finished with all this, I'm going to come back in. I'm going to build some corners for this and do some reinforcement plates and stuff. So that'll be in the future though, kind of like everything I keep talking about. Okay. Okay, so we'll let those sit for a little bit. And talking about the drivetrain, I think that's going to be our next step. So what we're doing here is I have a motor and transmission from VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resins, man. VCGresins.com. Go there, buy stuff from these guys. They are awesome. Reese is like the nicest guy in the world to begin with. And then the products he sells are just second to none. And he knocks them all off of the sprue, off the mounts and stuff for you. So they come just like this. Look at how nice that is, huh? Everything mounts. Very, very minimal cleanup, and it's super easy. I like to use our sanding sticks here. And all I gotta do is just knock them down until you can see that sanding mark on the entire part. Now on that, I started that with the 180 grit, and then I finished it with an 800 grit. You can kind of do them however you want to do them. 600 would be fine, 400 would work, 320, whatever. So we're doing that. So, oh, sorry. So that is the FE big block kit, the Shelby Cobra one, single 4-barrel. It's got all the Shelby components on it. Look how nice that oil pan is. You can see where it says Cobra on it. It's got all the proper fins and stuff on it. Gives you a choice of air cleaners and stuff. It's just an amazing kit. I'm not going to go into it too much because I'm probably going to rave on about it later on when we actually build the motor. But for this, I just wanted to get these parts out. and show you a little trick here. It's our slime-free glue. You've seen me use it on our flocking page. You can also use it to put these together. And it's water soluble. And honestly, it doesn't really stick for jack on this 3D print parts. So it's perfect. It'll hold it together just enough you can do mock-up with it. Which is all we want to do here. We just want to get this thing ready to go. Because I got to figure out how the where's that? It's right here. Okay. Because I got to figure out how this thing's going to go together. Boy, I should stop filming and go to Vegas. I hit that thing the first try. you don't get luckier than that with these models. Holy cow. Okay, and then for the transmission, we're running the same thing, VCG resins, of course. It's their Ford 4x4 T5 with the Dana 20. So you got the T5, and then you got the Dana 20 transaxle with it. Okay, that's being a little fiddly, and I gotta take care of this. Let me stop here for a second, and I'll get this going. Hold on. All right, so I got confused there for a second. Couldn't remember which side this goes off to. It's supposed to go like this. So. Okay. Oop. Ah, crap. That is the one bad thing about trying to use this glue, is it doesn't dry at all. You know, it doesn't. It dries. It just doesn't dry very fast at all. So you're going to sit there and have to play with it for a little bit before it'll set the way you want it to. Okay. Okay, I can't have that. Be rough on there like that. I gotta have it. There we go. Okay. So when all that's dry, I can glue that on there, and then we will be able to start mocking this thing up. So first things first. Okay. And while that plastic's still a little spongy from the glue, I have to do this. No way. Put it way back there, but whatever. Okay, so there we go. So it looks like this just runs straight up and bumps into where those lines on that's at. Yeah, okay. So both of those fall. Right there. Okay. So let me grab this here, and I'll get this. Okay. Yeah. I need to clean this up. Everything's starting to be kind of a mess. Yeah, see, that's way different. Okay. Which is why you should always measure and not just look at it and go, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. 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 Make sure the lid's on that. Okay. I knew I should have done this earlier. Let me do this. Okay. I don't want that falling off and breaking. Which honestly is why I don't do a lot of projects like this. I'm always so afraid of stuff falling and breaking and it kind of makes me a mess, to be honest. I always get so nervous about everything. Why is that not doing what I want it to do? Okay. Doesn't help if you don't put it on right. Jeez, I am sorry. This is probably super boring to watch. Oh, and then that just broke. Okay, that's fine. See, I'm telling you, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Which is still fine. Because now, honestly, I can use this to mate everything up. Make sure it's the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Re-glue that on. So the problem I find here is, seems like once they glue, that styrene like turns hard. Like the front edge of that's going to be like real hard. Then it's not going to want to glue on anymore. Yeah, anyway. It's going to go right there. Except that actually we're getting a little ahead of ourselves because we got to clean up that little edge there, don't we? Okay. And if that's shaking the camera, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, that's going to come up to here. And that's going to go right there, just like that. Mm-hmm. Aha, there we go. Yeah, that's even nicer than the first one. Okay. That looks really good to me. No, then I knocked all this over. That's fine. It's pretty together. I mean, you can see that. So that's good. Okay. So I actually put that together for a reason. You're going to see. You know, we got to get it put in there, figure out where the mounts are going to go, figure out where the front's going to go for the sway bar and stuff, and how far back and how far up we want those frame rails. So that's why I did that. But anyway, let's see. So our next step, I think, is going to be I guess we probably need to make, we're going to need to make a cross member for it. But I'm not sure where I want that to be yet. I kind of want it to go right under where the grill go, right under where the radiator support would go, but I don't know how that goes on there. And like I said, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it because that's far enough forward. I want to use that area for something else. So we're not going to mess with that right now. Change of plan. Sorry. So yeah, I'm just going to run through frame rails back like this. And then I'm just going to run 2 mounts across the side. So I just got to cut 2 lengths of that and then just build the two cross members, which I'll do off camera. Well, I don't know. I think I'll do them off camera. I think we've witnessed enough of my shenanigans for right here for right now. So yeah, the next one we'll well, you know what, no, let's do this. Not going to make you wait another week or so to see how I'm going to do this again. I know how far back I want these to go. And same deal, I'm cutting them way off in the way back here just to make sure. Actually, you know what, I'm just cutting that in half. Okay. Yeah, pretty close. Close enough for not measuring and not caring. I hate to say that, but okay. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the frame rail kind of lines up over these. Over the holes in the bottom of the bed there, so Actually, here, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure it was going to fit on the bumper the way I want it to, and yeah, it will. So 91 is the front, and that fits perfect. 93 is the back, and we can line it up on there too. So, okay, we got it. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so actually what I should do, make sure this works right. Okay. Okay, that seems a little narrow to me. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. That ain't gonna work because this needs to be cleaned up a little bit first. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Ah. I should have figured. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. Okay, So there we go. We at least got a starting on it. I'm gonna put a brace right there and a brace right there, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do for back here, if I'm going to do the same thing here or not. I don't know. Anyway, that'll be for next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this stuff. I sure enjoy working on it and sharing it with you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.